Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. This past week we stumbled into a pleasant little surprise. Bomberman is back in Super Bomberman R for the PS4. This was initially released on the Nintendo Switch and is just now being ported over to other consoles, and it is frothing with couch co-op potential.
And speaking of frothing, today we're drinking a quadruple ale from Omme Gang, a brewery from New York.
Very excited. I've never had anything by them before.
Me neither.
We're excited to share our thoughts on the beer with you and our thoughts on Super Bomberman R. So sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and stay tuned for this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Alright, before we get started, let's try this beer.
I'm not going to disagree. I'm excited about this one. Oh, wow. Okay, Super Bomberman R. You're back, aren't you? Bomberman is back. This really wasn't on my radar. I thought it was a Switch-only game. And then you mentioned, hey, you got to get out and pick this up.
It got ported to the PS4, the Xbox One, all the new systems, and I was like, dude, we have a PS4. Let's get this.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's worth noting it wasn't a full-price game. I think I got the Shiny Edition or whatever one. It was the only one that was there for $39.99. And it's a Bomberman game. They're not reinventing the wheel, per se, but there's some pretty cool elements. So we're going to talk about those and let you know if it's worth you picking up. So let's talk about the game modes.
Yeah, the first game mode we tried is Versus mode. Nothing too fancy here, typical Versus mode. And it's sweet. It's Bomberman.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It plays similar, a good polish, good graphics, but typical Bomberman fashion. We're going after each other, and whoever can outsmart the other person and get them pinned between two bombs is going to win the game. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun. It was fun Versus mode to play against each other, and we get pretty competitive, so it was fun. A lot of cussing, back and forth, insults, it's always good times.
The next game mode is the story mode. And this is kind of cool. I mean, it's just a basic puzzle game that they added a story to.
Yeah.
And the story, there's a bunch of cutscenes, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I said multiple times, I think, these exact words. Holy fucking Saturday morning cartoon bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's go! Just another 24 hours, 52 minutes.
But what about our packed lunches? I can't take part in any violence. But I'm scared.
Just get in!
It is really campy, and it is like that same style that I see on modern day Saturday morning cartoons where I'm like, our kids have no hope.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of like people's voices and like jokes that aren't jokes, and I was just like, dude, what is this?
We were laughing though.
I mean, we were laughing. The puzzles were fun, the levels were fun, so we kept going. And it's worth noting that the story mode is co-op.
I feel like overall, the couch co-op element of this game is the primary reason to pick it up if you're a modern console owner, because there's not a ton of couch co-op games out there unless you're willing to dig and really scratch to find them.
All the recent releases are all single player or online.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but sitting down together is what it's all about.
Yeah, I totally agree, and you can even play this more of like a party game, because it is up to 4-player, I believe, on the same console, and I could see, us having some friends over and 4-way, even if you had more than 4 people, like the losers, go out and rotate the new people in. I think you could have a lot of fun doing something like that, and I don't have a ton of games on the PS4, and I have a fairly big PS4 collection. I feel like would be great party games as far as that goes, and I think this would be awesome. The other game mode, Grand Prix.
This mode is sweet.
This is where if you're a collector or that nostalgia thing for Konami kicks in, it's really going to do some things for you, because holy shit, there are some cameos.
Yeah, when we first clicked on it, there was like a video, and I was like, great, more cartoons, here we go. And so we watched it, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all these cameos started coming. And I was like, this is freaking sweet.
First one, Dracula. Castlevania. Yep.
Oh.
And then, I don't remember the order after that, but Simon Belmont makes an appearance. And they're all like in the Bomberman art style, which is really cool.
It is really cool.
And when Simon Belmont appears, the original Castlevania music, it's kind of been reworked, but it's going. And then my man, Vic Viper.
Gradius.
Yes, he makes an appearance, and that Gradius music from the first level is just going in the background, and it's so exciting. And it was completely like, I was not prepared for that.
I was not expecting it. I was like, dude, what is happening? Oh, and I almost forgot, you can play as Ratchet from Ratchet & Clank, and he's a PS4 exclusive, which is super sweet because we both really love those games.
The negative side of it is the online element of Grand Prix, at least when we tried, did not appear to be working very well, simply due to the fact that there was no one on.
Yeah, I don't think that this game's very popular. I don't think many people have it yet. I mean, it did just come out, so that might be why. But we couldn't even get into a match.
Yeah, I think we waited, no joke, at least 15-20 minutes, and we did get paired up with an individual, but I think you have to fill the lobby with 4 to 6 characters, and it timed out, and then we went back to the lobby, then we continued to search, and no luck. And we've got a really good internet connection, so that wasn't the issue. It's an issue of there was no one on. So
I think it's a sweet effort. Like,
yeah,
it's a sweet idea.
Yeah.
It's just not many people haven't.
So, after the dust has all settled, should someone go out and buy this game?
It's hard to say, but I would say yes. It's not like a typical, game where you sit down and there's a good story or it's a grinder. So if you're like a really big gamer and you like sitting down by yourself, it's probably not for you. But if you're into like the co-op, party game, family game, this is a must.
Yeah, I think it all depends. That's my exact same thinking on it. What type of gamer are you? This game checks the boxes in areas on the PS4 that I don't feel like a lot of games do. The PS4 has a lot of great games, and a lot of them are geared towards your hardcore. Most people, I don't think, look at the PS4 as a family-oriented gaming system.
Yeah, I think most people are like Netflix and online gaming.
Yeah. And this, in my mind, at least in recent memory, is the first game that jumped out to me as a party game that will at least fit in with our group of friends since Rocket League. And now, I'm not putting this game on the same level as Rocket League.
No, because Rocket League is incredible.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that type where you could get 4 to 6 people rotating controllers around, drinking, having fun, music in the background.
And it's not a hard game. Anyone can play it. It's just a simple game. I think it'd be sweet to watch other people play it too. Like,
oh yeah.
So it's just overall a sweet party.
Yeah, it gets pretty intense for sure. So an overall rating for this game, I don't know. In my mind, I'm somewhere between a 3 out of 5 or 3.5 out of 5.
Like a 3 1/4.
Yeah, somewhere in there. What do you think?
That's not a bad rating. I would agree with that.
I mean, the graphics are as good as they need to be. The depth just really isn't there. It's hard to not be biased because we love couch co-op games.
Yeah, so.
And as a couch co-op game, this is really cool. But it's not universal. I don't think that every single person who's a gamer should go out and buy this game.
No, it all depends on what kind of gamer you are.
Yeah. It's nothing mind-blowing here, but it's a great co-op effort on the PS4, which is kind of hard to find these days.
The beer, what'd you think?
Yeah, my mind's blown. You pulled a rabbit out of your ass.
I got lucky. Yeah. I just grabbed one off the shelf, and holy crap.
Yeah, maybe it's just me not knowing, but Omme gang, haven't heard of you, and haven't heard of many breweries out of New York. That it's just not what I go to when I think of the craft beer areas in the United States. And wow, this is one of the best Belgian quads I've had in a long time. It is. It's complex. It's got a great mouthfeel. The taste after every sip lingers for minutes.
And it's so tasty.
Yeah. I get some sweetness on the front. I get that a little bitterness and some maltiness on the back. There's a cherry element.
Then there's also like a caramel chocolate element too.
Yeah. It's a very complex beer. We're drinking it slightly above room temperature. I think it is revealing a lot of good flavors at this point. We started out drinking it really cold, and I still liked it, but the more it mellows,
the more flavor comes out.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
Is cool. And on the bottle or the box, it says drink at a certain temperature.
Mm-hmm.
It's ideal.
Yeah, so it's really, really good. It was a little spendy, just so you guys know.
Yeah, I think I picked up a 4-pack for like $18. So it's pretty pricey, but I would buy this again.
Oh, I definitely would buy it at that. I don't know why you spent that on it without ever hearing about it, but I'm glad you did, because I definitely would spend that if I knew that it was this good. But it was a crapshoot. You were rolling the dice pretty hard, and I'm glad you did. So we had a great beer in this episode. Omme Gang 3 Philosphers. It's a Belgian quad. you should definitely go out and grab this beer. If you are a fan of couch co-op gaming or party gaming, Bomberman R. If you're a fan of the old school Konami games, Super Bomberman R might check some boxes for you. It's not for everyone, but if you're a couch co-op gamer, I think you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah, me too. So hit that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what you thought of the game. Maybe some video ideas, some beer ideas, and keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time on Gaming Off the Grid.
And Super Bomberman R for the PS4. This release was original. Okay. One of the first party games that you could get on the system. Yikes. Super Bomberman R on PS4. Is he knocking at the door?
Yeah.
It's nothing mind-blowing here, but it's a great co-op effort on the PS4, which is kind of hard to find these days.
The beer, what'd you think?